Dear brother and sister in humanity, you who are not yet Muslims, maybe you will become Muslim and you will be better than the original Muslims, and we are seeing this every day, conversion of people from in all countries, in all society levels, even people from l'Église, forget the name in English. And my name is Mahmoud, and we are all brothers and sisters in humanity. Because if someone tell you this person has the same father and a mother like you will be attracted by this person. If he says this person has the same grandparents, you will be attracted by this person. If you find a person that has the same fifth grandparents, will be attracted by this person, etc. If you find a person who has the 100th same grandparents, will be little attracted, etc. So we know that at some level we will find Noah alayhi salam and Adam, may the peace be upon them. So we have some attraction between them, and we see now that you may find people that have no common origin, no common religion, who love each other. You may find some people in the same family that they are killing each other. Also, one point, the non-Muslims sometimes they are surprised by the common point of Muslims who always like to show their Islam, to attract people to Islam. It's because the Muslim has to like for the other what he likes for him. If he likes paradise and he is convinced about all these notions in Islam, he wishes paradise for others. That's all. The Muslim has no interest, material interest in the conversion of non-Muslim. No, because it's his duty, as the prophets or the messengers alayhim salam had to raise the word of Allah. He has the same responsibility. Of course, he doesn't have the same level, but he must do what he can. He must share what he knows. If he knows one word in Islam, he has to share it. If he knows the book, he has to share it. And of course, he has to do this in law, with respect and tolerance, because Allah says there is no constraint, no constraint in Islam. And of course, we cannot push someone, put the faith in the heart of anyone, because if he does this, it means he is a hypocrite, and the hypocrites are like will be in a hellfire. So there is no interest pushing people to be Muslim. No, but we have to inform them, because some people do not know. And now in our days, the danger is that the media they are manipulating the information. They are showing only bad Muslims, and sometimes they are fabricating them, and we know many stories. But I will say that Muslims are always responsible. You don't have to be manipulated. You have to be clever enough. But anyway, now the danger is that the people who dislike Islam for many reasons. There is no reason to dislike Islam. We may dislike some bad Muslims, I agree, but you have no way to dislike Islam if you don't know Islam. We have to get informed about Islam entirely, to know all the piece of the puzzle of Islam to have a good picture and to understand Islam. And after this, we can take the decision. Either we want to be like Satan, or we want to be like angel and prophets and the good servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also, there is only one religion. It is Islam, from Adam until Muhammad. Going through Noah, Ibrahim, Musa, Moses, Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, and Muhammad, and all the prophets. Allah cannot send more than one religion. If not, there will be problems. Because we see, even with one religion, Christian has been divided and has been killing each other. Jews, I don't know. Muslim, we see now tens of groups and Shia, Sunnah, Salafi, etc. And they are killing each other. And there are scholars also that have divided Christian and Muslims, Maliki, Hanbali, etc. There is nothing. There is only Islam. Because in Islam, Allah says, I have completed the religion for you. So we have nothing to add. There is nothing to add. If a problem has not been tackled or regulated by Allah and His Prophet, it means it's a gift from Allah. So we are free. And the Prophet ﷺ, he says, if your heart is not okay with something, don't do it. It means that Allah is guiding you. You don't have to ask if there is no answer in Quran and Sunnah. We listen to our hearts, and most of the time the good and the bad are clear, and the pious people, they avoid even what is in doubt, in between, because it's a question of paradise, and we don't play with this. We see people how they are very serious when it's question of money, of business. They don't take risk. So we don't have to take risk when it's question of eternity in paradise or in hellfire. So there is only one religion. And all the prophets have been Muslims. And Jesus has announced Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has announced Jesus. Jesus is coming back to raise the word of Allah, to raise Islam, and correct what is happening between Muslims now. And we don't know when Jesus alayhi salam will come back. And there is also Mahdi, a person who will return Muslim to this straight path, because Muslims are deviating, like the people of the book. They have deviated. They have put some innovation in their religion. All what I'm saying is from Quran. And why Quran is from Allah, from God? Because there are many points. It has been memorized since its revelation 15 centuries ago. So it has been preserved. And Allah says, if it was not from me, you will find some contradictions. So I invite people to find any contradiction in Quran. And until now, you can find a child 6 years old who can memorize it in 1 year. And many people are doing this. Before going to school, they memorize Quran. And Allah has made it very easy to memorize. And one point also, Quran contains many descriptions of phenomena that have been described, revealed 15 centuries ago, but they have been observed only a few decades ago, and some of them will be observed in the future. like the development of the fetus, the embryo, the navigation of the sun and the planets, the far distance of stars, and the expansion of the universe, and the fecundation of the plants by the wind, and the rarity of air and oxygen with altitude, and many things. There are many. You can see on YouTube many scientists, Muslim and non-Muslims, that recognize these things. Like Bill Gates, he said that this world is programmed and it needs a programmer. You see, he's not. He didn't talk about God, but he said this. So Quran is a very good reference. The Bible and the Torah I don't know because it's hidden by the Jews. We can see it, but I think it has been changed a little bit. I don't know the proportion of change. The Bible also, we see many Bibles. It means that it's not normal. We should have only one. I respect Allah. I respect the people of the books, but I call non-Muslim and even Muslim to get closer to Allah and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been sent to all people. And if we see the story of Islam, how Islam has transformed people who were what they were, and they became the master of the world, good masters. And they have, of course, maybe there have been some mistakes, but generally they have got good influence on the world from the 7th to the 19th century. And when they have been deviating from Islam, they have been decaying until now, when they are killing each other, because they have lost their religion, our religion. It's not because of Islam, it's because of people. You may say why no Muslim they have rejected the religion and they are developed. They are developed only materially, with many brackets, between many brackets, because we see what's happening in the environment, in the social problem in the developed countries. They are not that developed. Generally, they have some comfort, and they are not that happy. They are looking for happiness in consuming, in buying, but they are not finding the happiness. And Allah says in Quran, when people decide to reject Allah, He will open all the doors for them, so that when He take them, they will be very surprised. So it's only in the law of Allah. If we reject Allah, He may give us what we want in this dunya. And dunya in Arabic, it's the lowest of the lowest thing in the creation. So and Muslim, Allah is always and Allah says, I put nations in difficulties one time or twice, so that they return to me. So Allah wants Muslims to return to Him. If not, He can give them dunya and bless them like the developed countries. And Allah says also, if I wanted, I make all the people pious. But He doesn't. He wants people to come to Him, and He has given us the choice. And also in Islam, kafir doesn't mean disbeliever. It's a person who hides the faith. Because Allah has put faith in our hearts, and some people accept it and some people hide it. And a kafir in Arabic, it means a person who hides the faith. I stop here because of the time, and I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.